The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the Way FM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. We're not always sure what she's saying.
We just kind of roll with it.
It's news-ish.
It's never heard anyone before.
With Betty Rock.
Have you ever found yourself at work being unable to focus? I think we all have, and we each have our own ways of dealing with it. Some go for a walk to clear their head. I know Gavin has done that. Others grab another cup of coffee. But someone took the time to ask professionals, people who take pride in having a reputation as being very productive, what tips they would give to the rest of us who are struggling. And here's what they had to say.
Is one of them shush up and work?
Shush up and work did not make the list.
It did not, because that's really what you should just do.
You're coming from someone who is distracted like a squirrel in a 3 lanes traffic.
I know, I do get distracted, but I'm distracted by other work things. Like I'll be doing one work thing and then something else comes up, but it's a work thing, so I switch to that. And then another work thing comes up, so I switch to that. I'm all over the place, almost bipolar. Some might say manic.
Okay, so here are our tips. The first one, take 5 minutes every night and make a to-do list for the next day. And then you start with a few easy things to keep yourself motivated.
Okay, kind of the Dave Ramsey principle, pay off your smallest debt first so you feel like you've had a success.
Yeah, exactly. Another one is maintain a clean workspace. Maintain a clean workspace and try and keep everything you need within arm's reach. But there is a caveat. Keep your cell phone out of arm's reach if that's what's distracting you. And I know for Wally and for me too.
Yeah.
Like I will go onto our Instagram account, the show Instagram account. That's what I mean to do.
Right. That's your work.
Yeah.
You need to do that.
And so, but when I log on, it goes straight to my personal one. And then I see a cute cat video.
Right.
And then I go down a rabbit trail and I was like, wait, what was I trying to do to begin with? Wally's Achilles heel is TikTok.
Yeah, I'm finding content for the show. I get so much content that we use on the show.
But then I'll hear things about like woodworking or motorcycles.
There are those things, yeah. Those, I don't know how those get in my feed. I'm just looking for the God stuff.
Sure. And then finally, keep a notepad nearby to jot down reminders. Those thoughts can tend to distract, so if you write them down, you can come back to them later. Wally's really good about this. He keeps a stack of paper right beside him, and I'll see him every now and then reach for one, write it down. Now the key is to remember where he put that piece of paper.
Right, yeah, there definitely is a process for that.
Or to read the hieroglyphics of his writing.
Yeah, sometimes I'm writing down fast when I get ideas. I'm like, oh, I got to get that down, and there'll be times I'll go back to Betty and be like, what does this say? And she's like, how am I supposed to know?
I don't know.
Well, there you go. Some good advice today that maybe will make you more productive and then ultimately make you more successful at work. We are on the home stretch of our pre-support drive challenge going on. A family in Texas put this up and they said, hey, we love the ministry of Way FM. We're looking for people that want to support it like we do. And anybody that will do a monthly gift, whether it's $10 a month, $20 a month, $50 a month, whatever it looks like, if you get enough people doing that before support drive starts, we will throw in an extra $20,000 into the pot. What a great head start. I can't even imagine that. And so, with that being said, Lady Rock, how many more people are we looking for? Because we're closing in on time and on the number.
We are now down into the 30s, needing 38 people. Just 38 people willing to do that best monthly gift, whatever that looks like for you. $10 a month, $20, $50, you name it. We can do it. Your best monthly gift could have a $20,000 impact when you text the word GIVE to 91979. That's GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 91979. Or when you go to wayfm.com, where you can give safely, quickly, and securely.
I got a really nice email from Bob. He was like concerned about this. He was like, hey,
Bob.
I am new to Way FM, which is great. Like, that's the thing. We have new people coming in every day. And I love the fact that he's brand new to Way FM and he's already like, hey, I want to help out. He's like, I was looking for a new Christian station to listen to. Didn't enjoy the other ones. They just weren't for me. And it's fine. That's why we have so many different ones. Everybody hits they hit everybody differently. So I'm really thankful, though, that he was like, look, I started listening about a month ago, and I decided to put my money on you guys, and I signed up at the WayFM website. So wayfm.com is how you can pull a Bob and support this ministry. But he was very concerned that his monthly gift, would be counting towards this $20,000 match going on right now.
We need more Bobs.
We do. We need some Bobs. We need 8 Bobs, actually, in the next 20 minutes. To get into the 20s would be huge. And so maybe you could see your way through the busyness of the day. And if you love WayFM like Bob, and you're like, you know what, I could support this too. I could do $10 a month. That will count. $20 a month will count. $100 a month will count. Whatever it looks like, wherever you're at, if you want to support this ministry, you can do that right now as we run out of time in this thing. It ends tonight at midnight. So wayfm.com, or just text the word give to 91979 if you're a Bob.
Random acts of audio.
Uplifting WayFM. This is the Wally Show. Today's random act of audio comes to us courtesy of Betty Rock. Now, I don't know where you found this, but I am anticipating it greatly.
Well, you're going to be disappointed because I'm disappointed. So I found on TikTok there's this teacher who her video is making the rounds, and it's shocking everybody. Well, I say everybody, mainly the millennials, the older generations, okay? Because growing up at school, we were taught about the letter LMNOP.
Yeah.
Have you heard about LMNOP?
LMNOP, yeah.
That's
everybody.
just how the ABC song went. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, LMNOP.
Yeah.
Okay, you just run through it, okay? But I guess kids were thinking that was actually a real letter.
But that's how we weed out the smart kids.
Then how'd you make it?
I don't know. I ended up here. Yeah, we're not doing anything good for society. We just ended up here.
All that to say, teachers are changing up the tune, the ABC tune. Yes. And so here is a teacher on TikTok teaching us the new alphabet song.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N. O, P, Q, R, S, T. U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I never will forget how to say the alphabet.
Okay, so you basically stole the tune, and you kept it going until you got to L, and then you just destroyed it from there. Like, it became gibberish after that point to me. I'm like, what is this woman saying?
But I mean, I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I don't like it because it's not what
flow.
I learned.
Right.
I learned about LMNOP. But I do get why they're changing it up, because there is a confusion there, perhaps.
Yeah.
And so I do
For
think
thousands
it
of
goes
years.
better.
Back the ancient Egyptians even had LMNOP.
Wow. Did
they did. I've seen hieroglyphs of them doing the alphabet.
First.
Yes, and so
and only here.
I mean, decades and decades, generations, millennia. We have been singing LMNOP, and now we're supposed to just change it. I don't always think that progress is always good. I don't always think that.
The fights that you will fight.
I will go down on this hill. 1 billion%. I'm gonna
on the LMNOP hill.
On the LMNOP hill. Yep. I might quit my job and dedicate my life to restoring the original alphabet
It's about
song.
respect.
That's it. You can't monkey with some things, and I am not monkeying with this. I'm not taking this anymore. Betty's love of crime shows has me concerned, because I think that she's not learning how to protect herself, but rather how to set me up for a crime.
Oh, I for sure am.
It's a Gone Girl situation is what I'm thinking.
I'm glad I've got you right where I want you.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. You need someone in your life that will set you up for success, not failure.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I felt with CCU. I mean, I felt intimidated considering going back to school as an adult after being out for so long, but I was set up for success with CCU from my first conversation all the way to graduation. Most classes are only 5 weeks long, which means you can earn your degree and still have time to do whatever you want.
Yeah, 5-week classes, that's even good for people with like ADHD. Like for me, I know I needed short classes so I could focus when I went back to school, because Betty Rock and I kind of lived the same life.
Find out more about how you can pursue your passion and find your calling with Colorado Christian University at online.ccu.edu. Colorado Christian University is a nonprofit impact partner.
The regular news can be a steady stream of negativity.
Mischievous and deceitful, chicanerous and deplorable.
But we like to see the brighter side of things. It's news-ish on The Wally Show.
I am going to be sad when the Olympics is over, because we will hear less and less inspirational stories. That is the one thing the Olympics is really great for. Like, take swimmer Ivan Puskovic. He swam in high school and he got very good, but it came at a price. His mother had to sacrifice everything to invest in her child's dream of becoming an Olympic swimmer. And so it was only natural that he wanted his mom to be there to see him swim. So like many lesser-known Olympians, they set up a GoFundMe so his mom could go to Paris to see her son swim. What also makes this story stand out is this family was once homeless.
Whoa.
While he was in high school, and so they had to get that and out of that to get where they are today, like in 2017. And this is what's really sad. Like, his mom had a medical problem, and her medical problem just ruined them financially and led them to being homeless for like a year and a half.
That's so sad.
She said, my summer just imploded. My life imploded that summer, and I was caught between the choice of paying for my medicine or feeding my kids. Of course, I fed my kids, and she said it was difficult. We were staying in cars, a mix of couches and families and friends, a hotel if we could afford it for a couple nights. And she said she is so grateful to the many people that showed them kindness along the way to help them get back on their feet that would actually get them to this point. Like, she kept her son in school and kept him swimming.
Wow.
And he excelled as a student and as an athlete. And so their GoFundMe raised like $29,000 so she could go see her son in Paris and have money left over to pay for her ongoing medical expenses.
That is so awesome. And
I
I
love
think
that.
it just goes to show that there are people that want to help. They just need to know where those possibilities are,
Yeah, Ivan is swimming tomorrow, and how cool would it be if she got to watch him win gold? That would be amazing.
Awesome.
Speaking of gold, we are still leading China. Woo! We're number one. 27-25. Just a couple medals, but we're in the lead there.
Yeah.
And as far as overall, we are still dominating the overall.
Yeah, we are.
94-65. China's our next closest. And so we're having a really good Olympics, but I think it wraps up this week. And so, yeah, I'm going to be
Better
sad.
keep it up.
I know, I'm going to be sad. So keep going. Let's bring it home. Don't stop now.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
So a lot of schools are back in session or getting very close to being back in session. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM, which means we want to do Are You Kidding Me? I love this. We just talk to kids about their lives and stuff going on and ask them questions. And, because during the summer they sleep. And they're not here this early.
2-month vacation.
Yeah.
So nice.
But now getting back into it, we want to hear from you. If you're a kid, maybe you're on your way to school now, or maybe you're up because you're doing a dry run practice and getting up every day for school. This is your chance. See, adults every year around the beginning of the year do these things called New Year's resolutions, where they set out what they want to accomplish for the year. And then, sadly, we break them. But we want to talk to you. If you're a kid right now, what is your goal for the school year? Like, what do you want to accomplish? What do you hope happens? What do you want to see? Like, for me, it would have been, I want to reinvent myself this year. I want to be less nerdy than last year. I want to make a friend. That was mine.
Mine would have been, I want to survive.
Yeah.
Because I just was not an A. I wasn't an A student.
Yeah, let's be honest. Not even a B, barely a C student.
Yeah, sometimes a D.
Yeah.
At least it was passing.
Yeah, well, that's scary. My school was not. My school, you had to get a C. So I am curious, though. What is it that you would set up for the goal for yourself for the year? We've set the bar really low here, honestly, with Betty and myself. So anything you say is going to be better than all of that. 855-33-WAY-FM. If you need to get your parents' permission, it's 855-33-WAY-FM. We'd just love to hear from you. If you're a kid, what are you looking forward to this year at school? What's your goal? 855-33-WAY-FM. It's Are You Kidding Me? And we'll do it right now. So today we have Gianna on with us. Gianna, how old are you?
11.
11. What grade does that make you?
Going into 6.
Going into 6. Okay, so what we're talking about is, what is your goal? Kind of like how adults set up New Year's resolutions. What is your goal for the school year? What would you like to see happen, Gianna?
Make good friends.
Make good friends. Okay, are you going to a new school, or did all of your old friends get to go with you?
I'm going into a new school.
Okay, yeah, that can be a little scary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know, like, you get into a new school situation and you can kind of, like, absorb into the background and stuff. But, you know, if you want to make new friends, sometimes you have to step out and be the first person to initiate contact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you look for in a friend? What do you think makes a good friend?
Like someone really nice.
Someone not selfish, someone that doesn't just talk about themselves and cares about you and what you think?
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is make sure that you're doing the same for them. And before you know it, we just became best friends. Well, good luck to you. I hope you have a great school year and you make some really great friends.
Thank you.
Michael, how old are you?
9.
9. Okay, now parents every year set up like a New Year's resolution for the year. We're asking you, going back to school, what is your goal or your resolution for the new school year?
My goal is to do well in my classes and also at least get my band to get one practice session.
To get a practice session in for your band? You have a school band?
I've made a band in my school with my friends because we all love music and we all play instruments.
Okay, like what kind of band is it?
A bluegrass and Christian rock band.
Whoa.
What? Okay, now this is something I have to hear.
Now, does your band have a name?
Yes,
What is it?
the Green CD Project.
I love it. I love it. I don't even know what it means, but I absolutely love it. It's better than my band, Heaven's Fire.
Oh, for sure, but anything is better than Heaven's Fire. Michael, what instrument do you play?
Guitar and piano.
Nice. I just love the fusion of bluegrass Christian rock band.
Yeah, that's so cool. Michael, what's your favorite song to play with your band?
My Last Amen by Down Here.
Oh my goodness. And you go with an obscure band. Like Down Here is a great band that not a lot of people know about anymore. They're like a musician's band, meaning that other musicians really like them because they're super good. You have all the makings of a rock star, actually. You love obscure music.
Yep.
You have a name that no one knows what it means. And you're all about fusion and hybrid of different genres of music.
That's
You got it,
awesome.
man. Like,
Yeah.
I hope the best for you. Are you maybe hoping to play the school dance or play a gig at the school?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Aim high, Michael. You got to have confidence. The girls love a guy that can play guitar. Trust me.
Trust me. It's the guitar player, not the bass player.
Yeah, the bass player, it's not going to work.
No, never does. Hey, Michael, thanks for being on with us, man. We hope you have a great year and rock on.
Okay.
No, you got to say rock on.
Rock on.
Attaboy. There you go. Now he's a pro.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
That's right. Are you kidding me? We are down to the final 37 people needed in a $20,000 challenge here on Way FM with The Wally Show. This is a big deal. We had a family put up $20K to say, hey, we believe in this ministry. We want to challenge other people to do the same thing that we're doing. And you don't have to do a $20,000 gift, but if you want to help unlock that and add it into the total before we even get to Support Drive, which would be amazing, all it takes is a monthly gift, whether it's $10 a month or $20 a month or $100 a month. Doesn't matter. Your monthly gift counts towards unlocking $20,000.
And you get to play a part in keeping us on the right track because Support Drive doesn't even start until tomorrow. But to start with already $20,000 added in, that's an awesome start.
And your monthly gift of whatever it is, $10 a month, could help turn into $20,000.
Exactly. So we've made it easy for you to get involved, for you to do that best monthly gift. Just text the word GIVE, G-I-V-E, GIVE, to 91979, and we will send you a link. You can also visit wayfm.com on our website. There you can give safely, quickly, and securely as well.
And when we talk about like goals and numbers and all that stuff, I mean, it's important, you know, to hit these numbers and things. But boy, I'll tell you, it's about lives being changed here. And I love when we hear from people about why Way FM mattered to them. And this is Angela's story.
My husband, Robert, passed away 2 years ago, August 21st, and he took his life. And Way FM has been there for me through this past 2 years, especially, getting me through the day. I have 3 children and now 2 grandchildren after all of this has happened. Even after all of this that we've been through, I know that God is with us.
See, there you go, going through the unimaginable. But she finds hope and peace and help here, and it's like God is still here, God is still good. That's what we're talking about supporting. And so if you want to get in right now, maybe you have a story of loss, maybe you have a story that's similar to hers, and you're like, okay, I want to make sure that this is there for other people that will walk through something as difficult as I know this is. You could be part of this right now. It's very simple. Just wayfm.com, or if you text that word give to 91979, we will send you that link where you can give safely and quickly online right now. Your best monthly gift, whatever that looks like, could turn into $20,000. But it ends tonight at midnight, and we are 37 people away. So in this next 7-8 minutes in the hour, we could be in the 20s if just 7 people said, yeah, you know what? I get it. This is important. You can count me in. wayfm.com, or again, text the word give to 91979, and we will gladly send you a link. The Forge is a new movie from the Kendrick brothers, and these are the guys that started off with Fireproof, and they did War Room. And if you love Miss Clara from War Room, you'll be happy because she's back in this movie, The Forge. And I think it's the best Kendrick brothers movie so far, and it hit me in all the feels. I actually even teared up a couple times, Rock.
Well, that's not saying much. Well, why did it hit you?
Well, I think I love stories where guys have their hearts broken for God, because like I know what it takes to get to that point. You know, and it's not easy for us. And so that kind of resonates with me. And I also love the mom in this story and how she has no other option than to pray for her child. And you see her gratitude when God starts working in his life and turning him around.
It's a modern movie, but there is a sword.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, you know, there's a sword. There's like it's a guy movie kind of. Well, it's not a guy movie, but it's a movie about guys. And so they're like doing discipleship and trying to bring each other along. And so you got to have a sword in that to dub somebody a man kind of thing. And so they do that because the guy takes this young kid under his wing and gives him a chance and shows him how to become a man. And you need a sword for a ceremony. And so I really did dig it.
If you want to check out The Forge with your family, especially your sons, it'll be in theaters August 23rd. For more on The Forge, visit theforgemovie.com.
When you say that glass is half full,
Instead of just being half full,
or is it half empty?
we'll top off your glass. It's News-ish on The Wally Show.
Betty doesn't get all caught up on like big brands, so to speak, but you know the brand Dolce & Gabbana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, the fashion house, Dolce & Gabbana, really, really upper crust, and they actually are launching a new alcohol-free perfume, which is nice, and it is a perfume for dogs. What do you? Why? That seems like a great idea.
Dogs definitely need it.
Yeah.
Because I love dogs, but that is one main thing that's keeping me from owning a dog is the smell.
Yeah.
I have not become nose blind to the smell of a dog.
Solves that problem.
So you would think. I just picture it as whatever smell they're trying to mask mixed with that perfume smell.
Sure, like
And,
it doesn't work. Yeah.
No thanks.
It's called Fifi, which is so
Nice.
great. That sounds like a perfume, first of all, but then it's in honor of Domenico Dolce's poodle.
Of course.
Yeah, of course it's a poodle, yeah.
Of course.
I think it's funny that it's a perfume named for dogs. Why didn't they call it a bark fume? You know, like go all in.
A bark
instead of a
fume.
perfume, because that would be for cats. Purr.
They missed an opportunity.
I know. Call it a bark fume.
They should have called you.
I know. But I don't think Fifi is a horrible name. Like for this, it sounds trendy and hoity-toity. I think it's a good idea, though, because, I mean, that dog smell is brutal. When anybody that has a dog that's like, oh, my dog doesn't smell. No, your dog smells.
You're just nose blind. To
Absolutely, and I get it. But not all vets and pet owners say that this is a good idea. They say it will interfere with an animal's sense of smell and cover up bad odors that could be a symptom of problems with the dog.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, because those little Frito paws, like they say that when their paws get dirty, they start to smell like Frito chips.
Oh, I've never heard that.
I've heard a lot of dog owners say that. So sometimes that's not a good thing, and you need to get the vet to look at that.
So if you're masking that smell, then maybe you could cause harm to your pet. I think I could see it going either way. Maybe instead of making your pet smell good, you just make your house smell better. I don't know. But
get rid of the dog?
Yes, that's how you do it. If you want to get a little bit of this highfalutin perfuming on your dog, Dolce & Gabbana, it's going to cost you $108 for a 3-ounce bottle.
No!
Like the amount of liquid you can carry through TSA is going to cost you $108. I would
no.
just love to see the commercial. You know how like commercials are so weird, like with Johnny Depp when he does a commercial? I would love to see them do a perfume commercial in that style with a dog.
Yeah,
like
they
just as the main character and have it make no sense whatsoever. Like I might buy it then, you know? So the Olympics is going to be ending soon, and I feel like I would be remiss if we didn't do something Olympic here on the show. It's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. And what we want to do is have you rank something gold, silver, and bronze, okay? Like, so the very best was gold, obviously, second best silver, third best bronze. And very simple category for you to do this in today. Christian movies.
Christian movies. You've got a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
All the left behind ones.
Yeah, they could be gold, silver, and bronze. Or
Yeah.
fourth place. Who knows?
There's a War Room.
Yeah. Kendrick Brothers film.
The one about the firefighter guy.
Another Kendrick Brothers film that is Fireproof.
The football one.
That would be, well, there's a couple. There is the Titans. Remember the Titans? That's faith-based. There is the one you're talking about maybe would be Blindside.
No.
Or are you talking about? Or are you
There was
talking about,
another one. I don't remember what it was
Wait,
called.
not remember the Titans. I know.
The reason that Wally can't remember it is because he didn't have a 3-second.
I wasn't in that one.
A 3-second sighting in the movie.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I would definitely put gold. If I was doing this list, I would put gold at I Can Only Imagine.
Of course you would.
Because I was in that one.
For 3 seconds.
And made it gold. Then silver would definitely be American Underdog. Because I had a voiceover part in that one. And then coming in third in the bronze place for that, probably Blindside. I'm going to open this up to faith-based movies. It doesn't have to be God's Not Dead.
Okay.
It could be. That's your choice. But like Blindside is not necessarily a Christian movie, but it's faith-based, and I did like that. So however you want to do it, just rank them like that. Gold medal winning movies here. Gold, silver, and bronze. How would you rank your favorite Christian movies or faith-based movies? We'll take yours now and see if they align with ours. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. Let's start with your bronze faith-based movie. What's coming in third place for you?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I only have a gold medal movie.
Oh, really? Which one is it?
The Shack.
Oh, now that was a real controversial movie in Christian circles. Are you aware of that?
I'm not aware, but I'm not terribly surprised.
Yeah, because The Shack had a real different view of God, and people took it very literal and thought it was blasphemy, basically. So what was it about The Shack that connected with you that you really liked?
You know, I actually went and saw it in the movie theater with my mom, and it was so touching, and I felt the Holy Spirit really move through me, and I was able to go home that very day and have a really great conversation with my dad that I really thought I would never be able to have. So while it might be controversial, it really made an impact on my life, and I love it.
That's the thing. Like, it was an artistic movie about faith and about the concept of God. And so I think a lot of people had a problem with this God character was this woman, but then the God character actually shifted to be what other people needed from God. And I thought that was interesting because we talk all the time about how God meets us where we are, and that's how he connects with us, and it's different for you than it would be for me sometimes. And so I thought that concept was really good, so I could get past some of the other hang-ups that people had with it. But there you go. That's a great one. So that's your gold medal one, The Shack, for Casey here on The Wally Show. Thanks for helping us out today.
Thanks. Have a great day.
So, Gloria, what do you put as a bronze medal winner for Christian movies?
It would be God's Not Dead.
Okay. I haven't seen many of the franchise. I know they have about 47 of them, I think. I've seen a couple. So why'd you like that one?
It's extremely faith-based, and if you're not a believer, you'll be a believer after you see that movie.
Okay, that's good. And so what are you going to put in the silver medal spot?
I would put Friday Night Lights. It's a football movie that had a lot to do about perseverance and endurance and never giving up.
Okay.
And faith in God.
Okay, and what about number one? What's bringing home the gold for you with Christian movies?
Hands down, I Can Only Imagine.
Oh, the story of Bart Millard and myself. Okay, it's really Bart's story, obviously. But that was the one that I was blessed enough to do like a 8-second part in that movie. And I loved seeing his life like in a way that no one else had seen him, before. And my co-star, Dennis Quaid, was this is absolutely amazing. And I say co-star loosely because he has no idea who I am. Betty stepped out of the room for a second and missed all of that.
It's amazing. It's just amazing. The miracle of God. It's like if people would just take their hands off things and let God move his hands around in this world, it's just amazing what God can do.
Well, I do think that you have nailed it with your gold medal pick here with I Can Only Imagine, bringing home the gold, because it really was pretty fantastic.
Your 3-second appearance made no difference.
8 seconds. Without that 8 seconds, last words of the movie, too. By the way,
gone.
not for nothing, but the final words of the movie I got. So, not for nothing. It's pretty great. Anyway, Gloria loves it, and that's what we're going with. Gloria, thank you for being on the show with us.
Absolutely. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye. If you need me to sign anything, I could. Okay, she's gone.
All we need to do is beat the clock by 1 second.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No, but I've read about it.
Uplifting Way FM, this is the Wally Show, and yes, we are down to the wire on a $20,000 challenge that was put up by a family in Texas that said, hey, we want to invest in the ministry of Way FM before you even start Support Drive, and we want to challenge people to join us in that endeavor. What does it take? It's somebody just like you listening right now that says, okay, I'll do a monthly gift, whatever that works out to, whether it's $10 a month, whether it's $20 a month, somebody maybe doing $100 a month would give us an even bigger jump into this thing. But if you've ever thought, oh, I don't know, man, I hear people giving $20,000. I can't do that. Your $10 a month, because it's got to be a monthly gift, could turn into $20,000 if we get how many more people, Rock?
If we get 33
Yes!
more people.
Woo!
This is huge. So, like Wally was saying, Sport Drive hasn't even started yet, but it starts tomorrow. And if you're thinking, oh, I want to get in, but I want to do it before I forget, well, this is a great time to do it because your best monthly gift could have a $22,000 impact. You can go ahead and give right now before you forget when you text the word GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 91979. That's GIVE to 91979. You can also go to wayfm.com on our website. We've got it set up there as well, where you can give your best monthly gift safely, quickly, and securely.
So 33 people doing a monthly gift right now could turn into $20,000. 33 is like typically my favorite number. My family loves threes because there's like 3 of us in it. And so 33 is 2 of those. We love 33. My next favorite number is 0. And that's what I'm hoping that we can get to before tomorrow night. Have all 33 people in. If you're listening today, maybe there's a reason you're listening and you've never supported the ministry of Way FM before, but you love hearing it every day. And maybe you go, okay, I'm going to go a little deeper with you guys and support it and do what I do with my Netflix or with my Hulu or what have you, and do that monthly subscription, in essence, to your Way FM for something you don't have to filter, and it's good for you and it's good for your family and it's good for other people too. That's the beautiful thing, is you get to do it and use it for you, but share it with others as well. So if you want to get in pre-Support Drive level and help out with this $20,000 match with your best monthly gift, you can do it right now, like Betty said, wayfm.com, or by texting the word GIVE to 91979.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.
Uplifting Way FM. If it's trending, streaming, or starring, Betty Rock's got it on The Rock Report.
I love a good how we met story. So when I found this article online of celebrities telling their story of how they met their significant other, like a moth to a flame, I had to read it. And here are the cute stories.
My publicist called their publicist, and they thought you'd make a great celebrity couple.
No, those are typical. No, these are sweet ones.
Good.
British royal family member Prince Harry was scrolling Instagram.
What?
When he came across a photo his friend posted with a friend of hers. Well, Harry asked his friend to set him up with that friend. and it ended up being Meghan Markle.
Oh, well, okay. If you have the clout and the pull to be like, oh, that's a nice-looking actress, I'd like you to set me up with them. You are definitely in a different league than all of us.
But it's the point is that he was just scrolling Instagram just like anybody.
Yeah, you should spend more time on Instagram, Rock.
I guess. He was just saw a selfie that his friend had posted and it just happened to be with Meghan Markle.
There you go.
Actor Matt Damon, he was out with some friends when he started to be hounded by fans and paparazzi. Oh, must be so tough.
I hate it.
So he took refuge in the employees' lounge, and that's where he met his soon-to-be wife, who was working her shift.
No.
And instead of fawning all over him, she put him to work
Best thing
so
you
that
could do.
he could help her with her tasks. They were married 2 years later.
Yeah, best thing you could do because because he gets enough of that. And so if all of a sudden you treat him like he doesn't exist or like he's just a nobody, that is so smart on her part. Trust me, she knew what she was doing. Like, she is a genius.
It worked for her. And then back in 1994, Patrick Dempsey wasn't as big of an A-list actor as he is now. He needed a haircut, so he just made an appointment with a random hairstylist by the name of Jillian. And in the span of 3 years, the two fell in love over scheduled haircuts.
What?
And finally married.
That's nice.
Isn't that so sweet?
I do like that stuff. That should be, that could have been a plot line of one of his early movies, too, because he did Can't Buy Me Love. Which was like a great coming of age movie for him.
Yes, he did a lot of rom-coms.
Yeah.
This could definitely be a Hallmark Channel
It
film.
should. They should tell his story as a Hallmark movie.
For sure. I
Or
don't
Matt
know,
Damon's was good too.
What would it be called if it's about a hairstylist?
Hair today, hair tomorrow.
Hair today,
Yeah.
but here.
Hair today.
Here tomorrow.
Here today. No, hair today and here tomorrow. There you go. We got it. It just
It
took a
needs a little
second.
work.
No, it's fine. Come on, it's Hallmark. You just throw Christmas
true.
in there somewhere and you've got it made. If you've ever been to an airport or a mall, you've probably had a scent waft over you, and it's glorious. It's like a warm hug. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM, and that is the smell of Aunt Anne's, or Auntie Anne's. I don't know how people say it differently.
I said Annie.
Annie Ann's.
Annie Ann's,
Yeah, I say Auntie Anne's because I'm like, aunt. But, oh my goodness. That smell is glorious.
Yeah, it's like Grandma's kitchen. You take warm bread and you bake it, and then you cover it in cinnamon sugar and butter.
Yeah, and salt.
That's the smell.
Oh, it's so good. Well, if you love that scent, maybe you will or maybe you won't like this. I don't know. They are launching their very own signature fragrance, Auntie Anne's. A
perfume that's going to smell like buttered covered pretzels.
I would love my wife to have this. It would be so great. I don't know that it's going to do that. It's called Need, which is a great name for a perfume.
Yes, because you need the dough.
And it's spelled Knead.
Very
Need.
clever.
It's going to be available in 3-ounce bottles for $45.
Okay.
That's almost as much as the pretzels are
Right?
now.
It's ridiculous.
So obviously you're going to want to pick some up. I would be curious to see what it smells like. Is it just some knockoff perfume that smells like everything else, or do you have a little bit of the pretzel goodness in there?
Yeah, I can't imagine them being able to replicate it in a perfume
I don't know. It seems easy. All you have to do is squeeze your employees when they get home into a bottle. Because they all go home from that thing smelling like Auntie Anne's. It's how great is that?
No, mixed with a little B.O.
So here's what I want to do. I would love to talk about the non-traditional scent that you would love for your boo, okay? Like, for my wife, I would pick fresh fudge. I love the smell of fresh fudge. That would be a non-traditional scent. I'm like, that would be a perfume I wish you had. For Betty, I would pick Bucky's bathroom.
Because believe it or not, that gas station's bathroom is clean.
Yeah, and it would be an upgrade from the daily. And so what would yours be? What would that untraditional scent that maybe other people might bristle at, but you're like, that is what I would like? If I was doing a cologne for men, I would like dirt. I like the smell of dirt. I grew up in a construction family, and dirt reminds me of my roots, if you will. And it has a distinct smell, too, believe it or not.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, and so what would yours be? 855 33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. Your untraditional or non-traditional scent that you would love for a perfume for your boo. So, Jessica, what is that scent, that unconventional scent that you would pick for your boo?
Mine would be the scent of fresh new tires.
I gotta tell you, there is definitely a smell of tires. Like, you walk into a Costco that has a tire section, and you smell it. It is powerful. And I guess having your man smell like tires is better than having him look like the Michelin Man. All right, Karen, you're up. What is a cologne scent that you would pick for your guy?
Fresh smoked brisket.
Oh, yeah, I would like to bathe in brisket. I love the smell of that.
When my husband is smoking a brisket, he comes in, I give him a hug, and it is just blissful.
And he thinks, man, this girl loves me. And you're like, nope, I just want to smell the brisket.
Oh, he knows. He knows I love that smell.
Well, girl, I appreciate you being on with us today. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So, Kalina, what do you say?
I said fresh baked movie theater popcorn, specifically extra butter.
There's something about that smell. I've walked into a movie theater before, like, because I'm on a diet and everything. I'm trying to stay good. And I've walked in and went, you know what? I'm not doing popcorn today. Just not doing it. And the second you hit the door, that scent hits you right square in the nostrils, and then it drags you. It's like putting two fingers in your nose and then dragging you over to the counter, and you are helpless to do anything about it.
100%. See, I'm the opposite. I have gone into a movie theater just to get popcorn. I don't even plan on seeing a movie.
Wow.
Really? That is love.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like to be rich? Because, like, popcorn at movie theaters is super overpriced. The irony is if they made this fragrance, it would be less expensive than buying the actual buttered popcorn in a movie theater. Uplifting WayFM, this is the Wally Show. If you've been watching the Olympics, you know that there are some events in there that maybe wouldn't be covered on ESPN all the time, like badminton or break dancing, things like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I found some other Olympic sports that are no longer Olympic sports that I was fascinated by. Okay. One, painting. Used to be an Olympic sport.
No, it was not.
I'm not making this up.
It's because Bob Ross had his own show, and they were like, we can't outbeat him.
I know. This went back to the 1912 Olympics in Stockholm and continued until the 1948 Olympics, where the juries awarded competitors medals for artistic projects that were inspired by sport. So that was like,
really?
Yeah, I'm not making this stuff up. This is real. Tug of war used to be an Olympic sport.
Oh, that's cute.
How great is that? And it was like a mainstay from 1900 to 1920. There was even drama in 1908 when a team was accused of using illegal heavy footwear.
No.
Like putting weights in it. Yeah, kind of crazy. Hot air balloon racing in the early 1900s was a thing.
How? You couldn't, like, that... I don't know how that works.
You just go up and the wind blows you and you try to get there faster.
Yeah, but everybody's getting the same wind.
I guess they had motors on them, though, too, because that ended up canning the sport because of ban on motorized vehicles. Because I guess they used to have, like, props on them. Live pigeon shooting.
No.
Oh, can you imagine covering that today?
That'd be terrible.
Oh, my goodness.
I can see why they took that one out.
People would lose their minds. PETA would be like, this is what we've been talking about. And finally, I'm a little sad this one's gone. Pistol dueling.
No!
Yes, pistol dueling.
Wait, people actually would... Get hit?
Yes, up in the 1900s, like, or 1906, they would actually, first they started shooting at targets, like it was a duel with a target, but then to shake things up, they had people shoot each other with wax bullets. Kind of in essence, like paintballs today, you know? And that
is so dumb.
I don't know. That is one, I would rather watch that than badminton, honestly, if I'm given a choice.
Of course you would. Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.